So family, I'm going to tell you guys officially why they're blocking Epstein's list and why this child sex trafficking thing is such a big thing in Babylon, and it's to the core of the system. It can't really be stopped unless this whole shit is crashed, because it's part of their culture. And it comes from Greece and Rome. If you guys don't know, America and all these first world Western countries are Greco-Roman civilizations. They are descended from the same people who invaded Tartaria and took over and called it Greece and Rome. Barbarian cigarettes. Now check this out, family. The Holy Church of Rome, aka the Saturnian Temple, because if you didn't know, Rome was actually called Saturnia. Christmas was called the Saturnalia, and the church was the temple of Saturn, the Holy Church of Rome. It was the Saturnian temple. All the priests, all the politicians, all the people of Rome worship Saturn. That's where their God. That was their God. Till this day, same Saturn worship going on. The black cube, the black robes, the black hats when you graduate. Everything, it all comes from the Roman Saturnian doctrine. Now, family, in 325 AD, this dude named Constantine, the Emperor of Rome, he formed the thing called the Council of Nicaea, where all the books, all the treasures of knowledge that they stole from us, they rewrote and turned it into the Bible and other false scriptures, where you have to dig through to find the truth, like I've been telling you. So in 325 AD, at the Council of Nicaea, thousands of cigarette-ass Roman leaders and leaders from all over this world, the system came together to create your new reality. Literally, religion, economics, every fucking thing. Erased your history and wrote you a new one at the Council of Nicaea. Now, this is where the whole Holy Roman Church, the Saturnian Church, gets flipped into a whole new aesthetic. This is the time loop. They started back from zero, the Gregorian calendar. Pope Gregory comes a little after, but it's along the same lines. Listen, Constantine turned the Saturnian Temple, the Holy Church of Rome, into, guess what? The Vatican, family. The Vatican of today is the Holy Church of Rome from yesterday, and they did not change any of their doctrines. Now, in the Greco-Roman society, they were all homosexual. It was a homosexual society. This is not a freaking secret. Now, the priests in the Saturnian Church, they were allowed to have consorts. Their consorts, or their whores, were little boys. They called them the choir boys back then. The choir boys, okay? They had a thing called castrados, where they would take the little boys and cut their balls off, or cut their dicks and the ball off, call them a eunuch, but make them into a castrado. Like Michael Jackson. They could sing the highest notes, this, that, and the third, or Taylor Swift, allegedly. Yeah, a lot of them are actually boys that were castrated. Their voices never developed, so they always had this high-pitched singing voice. Look it up. It's called castrados. I'll put it here for you. You hear me? They said they stopped doing it in the 1800s. No, they didn't. They just made it more fancy. You hear me, family? So it's the same doctrine. So this boy Constantine, when he created the Vatican, he made himself the first Pontifex Maximus. The Pope, the first Pope. You know what the Pope is? The Vicar of Christ. You know what the Vicar of Christ is? He who stands in place of. Constantine and the Romans are telling you, like the Pope right now in the Vatican is the king of this world. He's standing in place of the Christ, the Judean, till the Judean comes back. These cigarettes are telling you that when Christ left this world, he left them in charge. That's what vicar means, fam. So the Pope is telling you he's in second in command to the Christ. That's why everybody worships him in Rome. And they believe it because the Christ they worship is the Antichrist, the son of Saturn, not the Judean, fam. They took our doctrine and flipped it. Remember, these demons don't make up nothing. They copy everything from us. They're a fucking carbon copy of us. You guys get me? They took everything and reversed it and flipped it. So now think about this. If the Vatican, the Pope, the first Pope, Constantine, cigarette, murdered his own mother, raped his own sister. Do you understand? Raped little boys all day. Every king of Rome except Marcus Aurelius was a cigarette who raped little boys. Fam, this is why the list won't come out. Because everybody in your society is on it. It's a Greco-Roman society. They fuck their own kids half the time. It's part of their culture. In our culture, we love pussy. We're natives. In the Western backward satanic culture, is bati them love. They fuck dudes and little boys better than anything else. They had sex with their wives to consummate the marriage. So the man would walk into the room on the wedding night. This is what the honeymoon was about. He'd walk into the room. The wife would be in there in a hood with her head shaved bald and just bend over, and the man would fuck her, and that was it. Get her pregnant. The women in those societies were only for breeding. That's it. When it comes to love and actual making love and sex, it was with dudes. Okay? Where do you think lesbian comes from? The Greek women were so neglected by their man, they used to have to go to the Isle of Lesbos and fuck each other out there. Make sex toys. That's where dildos and everything come from Greece, from the Isle of Lesbos. Here we go. You think your boy fucking around? So now you're in the modern day Rome and you wonder why they fuck little kids and let everybody get away with it. It's their fucking culture. Okay, so fam, are you guys starting to see the big picture now? The reason why all these perverts are getting away with their pervertedness is because it's part of their culture. In Rome, this wasn't illegal. It was part of life. So just imagine you have the same Roman descendants carrying on the same thing. We're from native cultures. We live a native life. We follow native style. It's in our blood. They're just doing what's in their blood, fam, and it's not going to change until we force it to change. This shit has to end. Like Bob Marley said, total destruction is the only solution. It's the only way we're going to stop these monsters, fam. They will feed on the children as long as we give them the opportunity. And as long as people are turning a blind eye to it, acting like they don't see, it's going to keep going. Because remember, evil wins when good people do nothing. I'm going to repeat that. Evil wins when good people do nothing. So stand up and fight for your rights. So council, they're always acting like they don't know why Rome fell. Like it's such a mystery. They're always talking about that. Oh, why did it fall? Was it Spartacus? Was it the economy? Was it this, that? Nigga. It was because the Roman emperors, the politicians, small, big, tall, whoever in Rome, all they wanted to do was fuck little kids all day. I'm telling you, family, just debauchery. All these ceremonies and parties and shit and just eating. They had vomitoriums where they would go eat and eat and eat, then vomit. Go vomit in the vomitorium. It's the only thing Rome ever invented. Everything else they stole. The vomitorium is what they invented. They go vomit in the vomitorium. Go back and eat some more. Go vomit, eat some more. Rome fell through debauchery, through sloth. You understand me? Gluttony. That's why Rome fell. And number one, because they were molesting the children. It's written in the doctrine. Any empire try that, you burn. You're going down. And this is Rome 2.0. This is Greece 2.0. They trying to carry on the same doctrine. And you notice they're falling at the exact same time. They're trying to get niggas to get married to each other. They're trying to make it legal to fuck little kids, animal brothels and shit. It's going down. You can't go against the motherfucking grain and live, nigga. The real wave is organic and pure. You trying to be some filthy fucking toxic energy in the pure fucking waters of life, nigga? How? You gonna get washed away, filtered, and cleared out this bitch. And you already know what it is. All you atheist Roman Cabbage Patch Kids, you're done with. Nothing you say or do will ever change that. Let's go, my real ones. Chop, chop, bun.